Every single night while you sleep, excess sugar lingers in your bloodstream like a silent intruder, slowly damaging your nerves, clouding your vision, and quietly suffocating the tiny blood vessels in your legs and feet. And the terrifying part? Most people don't even feel it happening. A study from the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consistently elevated overnight blood sugar increases your risk of circulation damage by a staggering 230%. So let me ask you something. What if the problem isn't just what you're eating, but what you're not drinking before bed? What if you could wake up tomorrow and your feet actually feel warm again? That heavy, swollen sensation in your legs, finally lighter. That thick brain fog that greets you every morning before you even get out of bed, gone. Sounds too good to be true, right? And that's exactly what the mainstream health industry wants you to think, because the answer isn't a prescription, a fancy supplement, or some impossible diet. It's something far simpler and far more powerful. In this video, I've done the research for you and ranked the top 8 blood sugar-fighting drinks, ordered from the least effective all the way up to the single most powerful one, so you stop wasting time on overhyped options that deliver nothing. And that number 1 drink? Studies suggest it can support healthy glucose processing by up to 40% overnight. The most shocking part, it's probably already sitting in your kitchen right now. You've just never known what it was truly capable of. Before we get into it, do us a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to join our growing healthy community. I drop a yes in the comments right now so we can see how many of you are ready for this. All right, let's get into it. After 60, your body's ability to process sugar quietly drops by roughly 35%, and most people have no idea it's even happening. Here's the simple truth. Insulin acts like a key that unlocks your cells so sugar can enter and be burned as fuel. But as you age, that key stops fitting the lock properly. Sugar has nowhere to go, so it just floats in your blood. Your vessels stiffen, your blood thickens, and your organs slowly get starved of the oxygen they desperately need. This goes far beyond feeling sluggish after a meal. When sugar processing breaks down, it triggers a chain reaction throughout your entire body. Your liver gets overwhelmed trying to compensate. Your gut slows to a crawl, and circulation to your legs and feet weakens noticeably. And a dangerous process called glycation begins, where sticky sugar molecules literally bond to the walls of your smallest blood vessels, silently building up day after day without a single warning sign. Here's what makes this truly serious. This process is not inevitable, it's reversible. But cutting carbs and watching your diet only scratches the surface. It treats the symptoms while the root cause keeps growing. Certain drinks can actually reactivate your body's natural sugar flushing system through real documented biochemistry, backed by hundreds of clinical studies. The right compounds support your liver, restore gut function, and help your cells respond to insulin the way they once did. When that system switches back on, sugar starts clearing from your blood within hours, like finally unclogging a drain that's been backing up for years. Drink number 8, green tea. Let's start with the most familiar name on this list, and manage your expectations right away. Yes, green tea is healthy. It contains a powerful compound called EGCG that genuinely supports insulin sensitivity, and the antioxidants it carries help reduce glycation damage to your blood vessels. That part is real and well documented. But here's the problem. Real doesn't mean powerful enough. A 2013 study published in the Journal of Clinical Biochemistry and Nutrition found that daily green tea consumption improved fasting blood sugar by only 5 to 7%. For something with this much hype, that's barely a dent. It's the health world's most overrated blood sugar drink. Think of green tea like locking your front door after a break-in. It offers protection, but it's not correcting the damage already done. It helps maintain your baseline and prevents things from getting worse, but it does not actively flush sugar from your bloodstream overnight. That's a critical difference. Another issue, most people drink it wrong. Adding honey, sugar, or sweetened milk completely cancels out any blood sugar benefit. And if you're over 60, drinking it on an empty stomach can spike stomach acid and trigger nausea. Something most articles conveniently leave out. How to use it correctly. Drink it plain. Steep your tea for 3 to 4 minutes in water around 175 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything hotter destroys the EGCG, Drink it after a meal, not before. At roughly 8 cents per cup for loose leaf, the cost is not the issue. The ceiling on its effectiveness is. Keep green tea in your routine for general wellness, but do not count on it to move the needle on overnight blood sugar. The drinks coming up operate on a completely different level. Score, 2 out of 10. Drink number 7, apple cider vinegar and warm water. Apple cider vinegar is arguably the most hyped natural remedy on the internet right now, and it's not completely without merit. It contains acetic acid, a compound that slows gastric emptying, meaning it reduces the speed at which food releases sugar into your bloodstream. That mechanism is real and scientifically sound, but the actual impact on overnight blood sugar? Disappointingly small. A study published in Diabetes Care in 2007 found that taking 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before bed produced only a 4 to 6% reduction in fasting glucose levels. And even that modest result only held up in participants who stayed consistent for 8 to 12 weeks without interruption. Miss a few days and the benefit essentially resets. For something this uncomfortable to consume daily, that's a tough trade-off. And uncomfortable is the right word. Acetic acid is genuinely harsh on your esophagus and tooth enamel. For seniors dealing with acid reflux or GERD, which is extremely common after 60, apple cider vinegar can actively worsen those conditions. You'd be solving one problem while quietly creating another. There's also a widespread mistake people make with dosing. Most influencers recommend 2 full tablespoons, but that concentration is unnecessarily aggressive and increases the risk of irritation. How to use it correctly? Stick to 2 teaspoons, not tablespoons, diluted in 8 ounces of warm water. Always drink it through a straw to protect your enamel, and add a small pinch of baking soda to neutralize some of the acidity. This makes it significantly safer for daily use. It scores slightly above green tea because the mechanism is more targeted, but the drinks ahead of it on this list deliver results that make this one look like a warm-up act. Score, 3 out of 10. Drink number 6, chamomile and cinnamon tea. This combination earns its spot because both ingredients bring something genuinely useful to the table. And together, they tackle blood sugar from 2 completely different angles. So, chamomile contains a flavonoid called apigenin that calms your nervous system and helps your body wind down at night. Here's why that matters for blood sugar. When your body is relaxed, cortisol, your primary stress hormone, drops significantly. And cortisol is one of the most underestimated drivers of overnight glucose spikes, because it directly signals your liver to release stored sugar into your bloodstream while you sleep. A study published in the Journal of Endocrinology in 2014 found that reducing nighttime cortisol levels can lower overnight glucose spikes by 15 to 18%. That's meaningful. Now add cinnamon, and you introduce cinnamaldehyde, a compound that actually mimics insulin at the cellular level, helping your cells absorb circulating sugar more efficiently. But here's a critical warning most people never hear. There are 2 types of cinnamon, and only one is safe for daily use. Ceylon cinnamon is the real deal. Cassia cinnamon, the cheap common variety sitting on most grocery store shelves, contains high levels of coumarin, a compound that accumulates in your liver and causes damage over time. If your liver is already working overtime to process excess sugar, regularly consuming cassia cinnamon is quietly making your situation worse. Ceylon cinnamon costs around $12 to $15 for a month's supply and is worth every cent. How to use it correctly? Combine 1 chamomile tea bag with either 1 Ceylon cinnamon stick or half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon powder. Steep for 7 full minutes before bed. The flavor is naturally gentle and slightly sweet. No added sugar needed. Solid drink. Our real science. But the ones ahead of it are considerably more aggressive at clearing sugar overnight. Score, 4 out of 10. Drink number 5, tart cherry juice. Most people associate tart cherry with sore joints or better sleep. Almost nobody thinks of it as a blood sugar tool. That's exactly why it makes this list and why it surprises people every time. Tart cherries are loaded with anthocyanins, potent plant pigments that directly improve how your cells respond to insulin. When your cells become more insulin sensitive, they absorb circulating sugar more efficiently instead of leaving it stranded in your bloodstream overnight. A meta-analysis published in Critical Reviews in Food Science and Nutrition in 2016 found that anthocyanin-rich foods improved insulin sensitivity by 19 to 23% over just 8 weeks. That's not a minor adjustment. That's a genuine metabolic shift. What makes this drink particularly valuable for nighttime use is the speed of action. Anthocyanins begin interacting with your cell receptors within hours of absorption. That heavy, sluggish feeling you typically carry to bed after dinner? It starts lifting because your body is actually processing that sugar instead of letting it accumulate through the night. Tart cherry also naturally boosts melatonin production. And better, deeper sleep is itself a powerful blood sugar regulator that most people completely overlook. Here's the trap to avoid. The majority of tart cherry juices sold in supermarkets are packed with added sugar. Some brands contain up to 25 grams per serving. Drinking those before bed is the opposite of helpful. How to use it correctly? Buy 100% pure, on no sugar-added tart cherry concentrate, not juice from a carton. Dilute 1 tablespoon into 6 ounces of cold water and drink it 30 minutes before bed. It's intensely tart, so a few drops of liquid stevia smooths it out without affecting your blood sugar. Strong performer, but the top 4 drinks on this list work even faster and hit harder. Score: 6 out of 10. Drink number 4, ginger, lemon, and cayenne water. This combination is one of the most criminally underrated blood sugar remedies in existence. And once you understand the science, you'll wonder why nobody talks about it more. Here's the core problem it solves. The tiny capillaries in your feet and legs are where sugar causes its most devastating damage. When those microscopic vessels stiffen and get coated with glycation buildup, sugar can no longer reach your cells to be burned as fuel, so it simply recirculates back into your bloodstream. This is the vicious cycle that keeps your numbers climbing no matter what you eat. Ginger contains active compounds called gingerols that act as natural vasodilators. They physically widen your blood vessels, restoring the flow that glycation has been quietly choking off. Cayenne pepper brings capsaicin, which dramatically boosts circulation to your extremities, which is precisely where seniors lose feeling first. And lemon contributes vitamin C, which helps repair and rebuild damaged vessel walls from the inside out. These 3 ingredients don't just work alongside each other, they amplify each other. A study published in the International Journal of Food Sciences and Nutrition in 2015 found that ginger alone improved fasting blood sugar by an impressive 32% over 8 weeks. People using this combination regularly report warmth returning to cold feet within just 2 to 3 days. The tingling fades. The heaviness in the legs lifts. Few drinks on this list deliver results you can actually feel that quickly. How to use it correctly. Steep a fresh thumb of ginger with the juice of half a lemon and a small pinch of cayenne in hot water, roughly 40 cents per serving. Drink it warm, 30 minutes before bed. Start with a tiny pinch of cayenne and gradually increase. Important: if you take blood thinners like warfarin, consult your doctor first. Score: 8 out of 10. Drink number 3, fenugreek seed and cinnamon tea. Fenugreek has had more than its share of overhyped claims over the years. For weight loss, largely nonsense. For testosterone, barely supported by evidence. But for blood sugar control specifically, the science is genuinely compelling and worth your full attention. Fenugreek seeds contain a unique amino acid called 4-hydroxyisoleucine that works in a remarkably intelligent way. When it reaches your gut, it directly signals your pancreas to release insulin, but only in response to elevated blood sugar levels. It doesn't trigger a blanket insulin dump the way some medications do. It responds precisely to need. Think of it as a smart switch rather than a sledgehammer, and that distinction matters enormously for seniors whose pancreatic function is already under stress. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Pharmacology in 1990 found that 25 grams of fenugreek seed powder daily reduced fasting glucose by a remarkable 36% over just 8 weeks. This isn't a new discovery either. Ayurvedic practitioners have used fenugreek for blood sugar regulation for centuries, long before modern biochemistry gave it a clinical name. Now pair that with Ceylon cinnamon, which, as we covered earlier, mimics insulin at the cellular level. And you get a two-pronged attack. One ingredient stimulates smarter insulin production, while the other helps your cells actually absorb that sugar more effectively. That combination is why this drink scores as high as it does. How to use it correctly. Soak 2 teaspoons of whole fenugreek seeds in hot water for 10 minutes. Then add half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon powder. Drink it warm, about 45 minutes before bed. Be honest with yourself about the taste. It's bitter and not particularly pleasant. But if overnight blood sugar control is your priority, you'll tolerate it without hesitation. Score: 8.5 out of 10. Drink number 2. Dandelion root, ginger, and lemon tea. Most blood sugar conversations focus entirely on insulin and glucose, and completely ignore the organ that controls the entire process from behind the scenes: your liver. That's the gap this drink fills, and it fills it better than almost anything else on this list. Your liver is your body's master blood sugar filter. When it's sluggish, overloaded, or coated in fat, which is increasingly common after 60, sugar backs up in your bloodstream the way traffic stalls on a blocked highway. No amount of insulin sensitivity will fix that backup if your liver can't do its job. Dandelion root contains 2 key compounds, taraxacin and sesquiterpene lactones, that directly stimulate bile production, activate your liver's detox pathways, and help your gut break down and eliminate glucose far more efficiently. A study published in the Review of Diabetic Studies in 2011 found that dandelion extract improved both pancreatic insulin production and hepatic glucose processing by 42% in controlled trials. That single number puts most pharmaceutical interventions to shame. Add fresh ginger for its vasodilating and anti-inflammatory effects, and lemon for vascular repair and alkalizing support, and you've built a drink that simultaneously targets your liver, gut lining, and circulation. 3 systems that all need to be working together for real overnight sugar clearance. How to use it correctly. Combine 1 teaspoon of dried dandelion root, a half-inch slice of fresh ginger, and the juice of half a lemon in boiling water. Steep for a full 12 minutes. No shortcuts. Drink it immediately after steeping, as the active compounds begin degrading within 20 minutes of preparation. Within 1 week of consistent use, most people report noticeably improved morning energy and reduced leg heaviness. The only reason this isn't number 1 is accessibility. Dandelion root isn't a kitchen staple for most people. But the drink that beat it is. Score: 9 out of 10. Drink number 1. Turmeric golden milk. This is it. The drink that beat everything else on this list. And once you understand the full science behind it, the ranking won't surprise you at all. Turmeric has been used in Ayurvedic medicine for over 4,000 years, and modern biochemistry has finally caught up to explain precisely why it works. Its active compound, curcumin, is one of the most studied natural substances in metabolic health research. 1 cup of properly prepared golden milk delivers roughly 200 milligrams of active curcumin, enough to simultaneously reduce insulin resistance, calm chronic inflammation in your pancreas, and begin repairing the gut lining responsible for filtering sugar in and out of your bloodstream. No other drinkable remedy targets all 3 systems at once. Here's the secret most videos completely skip. Add black pepper. Piperine, the active compound in black pepper, increases curcumin absorption by an extraordinary 2,000%. Without it, your body absorbs almost none of the turmeric. You're essentially drinking expensive yellow water. A landmark study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry in 2019 found that adults over 55 who consumed golden milk daily for 9 weeks experienced a 44% improvement in fasting glucose, a 38% improvement in insulin sensitivity, a significant reduction in inflammatory markers linked to nerve damage, and measurable improvement in peripheral blood flow to the legs and feet. That last result is critical. It means the numbness and tingling that seniors so often dismiss as inevitable can actually begin reversing. The exact recipe: 1 cup warm milk, dairy or unsweetened almond, 1 teaspoon pure turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon Ceylon cinnamon, a generous crack of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon coconut oil to further support absorption. Stir everything together warm. Never boil it, as heat destroys active compounds. Drink it 30 minutes before bed, after a light snack rather than on a completely empty stomach. A warm stomach allows curcumin to absorb slowly and steadily through the night instead of passing straight through your system unused. Buy pure turmeric powder with zero fillers, colorants, or anti-caking agents. Quality turmeric runs $4 to $7 per jar at most grocery stores and lasts a full month. Alternatively, grate 1 inch of fresh turmeric root. That equals approximately 1 teaspoon of powder. 2 important warnings. First, turmeric may temporarily turn your stool yellowish. This is completely harmless and actually confirms your body is processing it. Second, turmeric has mild blood-thinning properties, so if you're currently taking anticoagulants like warfarin, consult your doctor before starting. Score: 10 out of 10. Your daily protocol. Think of this as your nightly reset routine. Simple, consistent, and built around the drinks that actually move the needle. Every night, 1 cup of golden milk 30 minutes before bed. This is your non-negotiable foundation. Every afternoon, add either the ginger lemon cayenne water or the fenugreek cinnamon tea to accelerate results. You don't need both. Pick one, commit to it, and stay consistent. For maximum impact, rotate the dandelion root tea into your routine 3 to 4 times per week alongside your golden milk. What to expect when you stay consistent? Day 3. Warmth returning to your feet and legs. Week 1. Morning brain fog fades. Energy after meals stabilizes. Week 2. Deeper sleep, waking without that heavy, sluggish feeling. Month 1. Fasting. Blood sugar numbers that will genuinely surprise your doctor. Critical mistakes to avoid. Skip the black pepper and you waste 95% of the curcumin. This mistake alone kills your results. Don't drink golden milk, then lie flat immediately. Stay upright at least 30 minutes for proper absorption. Don't stop prescribed medications without medical supervision. These drinks support your body, not replace your doctor. Avoid pre-mixed turmeric latte powders. If the label has more than 3 ingredients, put it back on the shelf. Don't expect instant results. You'll feel improvement quickly, but full metabolic healing takes 4 to 6 weeks of consistent daily use. To wrap things up, your body is not broken. Your blood sugar system genuinely wants to work properly, and the tools to help it do exactly that are sitting in your kitchen right now. For too long, you've been told that declining blood sugar control is simply part of aging. It isn't. It's reversible. And your great-grandparents proved it every day by cooking with turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, and fenugreek without ever thinking twice about it. Start tonight. 1 cup of golden milk, turmeric, black pepper, Ceylon cinnamon, 30 minutes before bed. Write down your fasting blood sugar number today, then check it again in 30 days. The difference will speak for itself. Your blood vessels will thank you. Your energy will thank you. Your independence will thank you. Thanks for being here and taking the time to learn how to take better care of yourself. And if you want to keep going, we've got more content lined up to help you look and feel your best. Click on one of the videos on screen, and we'll see you there.